5, 4, 3, 2. Oh, 5, 4, 3.
And hey guys, it's Chris with Talking Through the Medias. I am here with the one and the only Mr. Sean Malloy, and we are ready to run down the top stories that are going on from the weekend. And we also are going to bring to you two topics that we come across, that big news that we've come across that we're going to share with you in a moment. But the first thing we're going to talk about is the box office. It's Monday, so let's run down the top 10 for this week's box office results. Brought to you officially by Box Office Mojo. What's up, Sean? How you doing today, man?
I'm doing good, Chris. I'm doing good. I'm ready to do run through some interesting facts, information, and what's nuts. So let's get started.
We have facts, Jack. All right. Let's see. All right. So the big shocker is, well, you know what? Before I give any kind of feedback on it, let me just run them down. Top 10. Here we go. Number one, bringing in $29,400,000. Mission Impossible comes in at number one. Rogue Nation. Mission Impossible. This is the fifth Mission Impossible movie. It's in its first week in the. This is the second week, I believe, in the box office. And let's see. At number two, coming in at $26,200,000. Fantastic Four, or Fantastic Snore, as some people.
Yeah.
The third movie, it was a shocker here. The sleeper hit is what I'm calling it. The Gift comes in at just a good
that
$13
movie
million.
looks interesting. That movie looks interesting.
It looks very interesting.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm gonna call it a sleeper hit. So I'm definitely for that alone, for the reason that it bumped Vacation down to number 4. I'm gonna definitely check that out. So at number 4 on its second week, we have Vacation. It came in at $9 million. Number 5, Ant-Man, of course, holding strong at that top 5, brought in $7,800,000. Followed by the Minions, still dominating. It's another 7.4 mil. Ricki and the Flash, I think the drama with Miss Meryl Streep. Ricki and the Flash comes in at number 7. Trainwreck, Amy Schumer's comedy, still holding strong, brought in $6.3 million. That's holding at number 8 on its 6th week in the box office. Number 9, Pixels. Sony's Pixels is still hovering around. You know, so they inserted another coin, I guess. And then the number 10, rounding off the top 10, is Southpaw. Jake Gyllenhaal, Southpaw. So
I want to see that
again. One Mission Impossible. Oh, I want to see it too. I just haven't. I haven't had time. I really wanted to go check it out. I've heard mixed things about it, but real quick, there's one Mission Impossible, Gift, Vacation, Ant-Man, Minions, Ricki and the Flash, Trainwreck, Pixels, Southpaw. Anything? What do you take from that list? What are you thinking about that whole top 10 or top 5?
I got to be honest with you, Chris. That list is kind of depressing.
Uh-oh.
I try to be optimistic about it, but
the money,
the money,
the list itself, or the money it drew in.
Yeah, just the crap that we're. I mean, I know there's some decent movies here and there, but I got to be honest with you. There has not been a real phenomenal lineup this year for big tentpole pictures, in my opinion. And I know we're going to rebound, and there'll be other years where there's big movies. But for me, this particular year has been kind of a letdown. But we'll move on from that.
Wait, the whole year, or this week?
This kind of this summer in general, and definitely the last month and a half, 2 months. Not overall. I would say more just lately than the entire summer. We've had some good pictures. It's just that it seems like
we had what was it? The Avengers.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
I thought that it was good, but I enjoyed the first Avengers more, obviously, than the sequel. And don't get me wrong. Don't get it let's not get it twisted, as he would say. There's been some decent pictures, and I know we've made some money this summer, but I'd say all in all that I just really haven't had a lot of movies this summer that I was just like really excited about. Like, I gotta go see that. But that's just me.
Well, it's it happened so quickly.
Right? The summer is already over. What the hell?
It's well, because it's funny that you mentioned for 2015. Let's see, I'm actually looking it up right now. It was a story that I heard a while back. I didn't talk about it, but I guess it's worth mentioning because I can't remember the list. I remember last year we talked about it like before we had the show, but I remember Fox breaking records and having the biggest year they ever had in Hollywood history. I forgot how many billions they brought in last year with all their movies combined with like Days of Future Past and all of that. They broke records for the best year a movie studios ever, But it came out last week that Universal, as of last week, just broke that record, and this year isn't even over yet. With all the movies that they've released,
and Jurassic Park, both billion and a half. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean that's huge.
With that, those two alone, and then all the other movies that they've recently dropped in this year. And the best thing about it is, and with Minions and whatnot, because I think that's also Universal. We're still counting. I think they have 5 or 6 of them out for the rest of this year. So they've already beat Fox's record that they set last year. They beat it this year, and they're still counting. They still got more money to make. So they might beat it by another, I don't know how many million, but maybe another billion or so. But it's kind of crazy. And I'm sorry, guys. I should have had it up. I wasn't thinking about, I was going to talk about this topic, but otherwise I would have the numbers up. Universal Pictures 0, blockbuster equals record profits. But yeah, that was an interesting little fact that good job. I mean, they did an outstanding job with the movies that they came out with, but I didn't see it coming. But I guess that's neither here nor there. But from this top 10, I agree with you. This is the numbers are. Well, what did we say last week?
I mean, yeah, we've got some money. They pulled in some money this summer. It's just that, Jurassic Park, cool, whatever. The Terminator, I was more wanting to be excited than I actually was excited, and that turned out to be a bomb. I mean, I know we've made some money, and I think it's between 3 or 4 different movies that have made the most money of the entire summer and have made up for a lot of the other failures. It wasn't really a really exciting year for me or season for movies, and I hope that changes. I hope as we get towards the holidays, and I know, and we're going to talk about this in a little bit, we've got some interesting news about some upcoming sequels that I'm looking forward to. I've been waiting for a while for.
Oh yeah, exactly. But again, about these numbers though. And the reason why I guess we're not talking that much about the elephant in the room, Fantastic Four, is because I've yet to see it. For a fact, I've texted you like twice to say I am on my way to go see Fantastic Four. At one occasion, I went right up to the booth, and because I was 5 minutes late or whatnot, I'm like, the trailers was probably what I was.
You drove all the way up there.
I went all the way down there. I was 5 minutes late, and I'm like, usually I don't care because that's right around the time the movie's actually going to start anyway. But I was kind of excited about seeing one of the upcoming. I heard that I'm thinking it's the Green Band trailer of Deadpool was playing before Fantastic Four, and it makes sense. It's another Fox movie. That's what I was kind of excited about seeing on the big screen. And when I was late, I was like, nah, I'll check it out later. But I'm gonna check a matinee out on that one because the reviews, everybody's singing on the same sheet of music on that one.
Yeah, it's terrible. Even the director is blaspheming this movie, so I'm not gonna waste my time.
Totally disassociated himself. And me and you were talking about it the other day. It said that could have been a huge mistake for him to, he shouldn't have said anything. Don't have nothing nice to say. Don't say anything at all.
If he
Yeah.
wants to
So now
comment
he
like a
totally
year
because
from now, whatever.
yeah.
Until we've got some
When
distance.
the DVD is about to drop.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because they could probably come out with his what
Director's
was that
cut.
on Superman? The director's cut that was on Superman 1 and 2. What was the original director? Then they
Richard
changed
Donner.
was Richard Donner, his cut, which was way superior. But we could have had his cut that come out. But he's publicly now announced, I have nothing to do with this. And then they're like, you know what? And they're not going to bend over backwards to give him any kind of credit now. And it could have backfired. What if the movie would have made $100 million and he already said, I don't want anything to do with this? Then Fox would have said, fine.
Get out the back door.
Exactly. But the only thing exciting to me about that list is Mission Impossible and the fact that Ant-Man is still holding on. What did you say?
I'm gonna have to check out Mission Impossible. That trailer where he's hanging on the outside of the plane was pretty epic. So open the door.
And to me, that wasn't even the best scene of the movie. That the best scene came towards the end, but I won't spoil it for you.
Don't spoil it.
All right. So I guess our overall thing to take away from the top 10: go see Mission Impossible. Try to support some Southpaw. Fantastic Four and Pixels, even though we haven't seen it, you can wait till the DVD comes out. And let's see if we can try to get Jurassic Park to sneak back in the top 10.
Yeah.
But, moving on to
it needs more money.
Yeah, because that's what Jurassic Park needs.
More money. Yeah.
Yes.
More teeth.
I mean, we need a C celebrity to go to Africa and with the dramatic movie and music in the background and have some T-Rexes and stuff, sitting there sad, all crying and stuff. If you only could give more money to this Jurassic World, you could make a difference. Just
in the T-Rex's life.
just sitting there with that fly in his eye. But anyway,
all those kids always do have flies. Anyway,
exactly. I feel like they wait for it, then they start rolling, or that's when they edit it in, or they do something where that they'll attract it to make people more sympathetic. I don't know. I feel like that's always a setup to make it look more dramatic, because no person in the world is going to just do that. I mean, you just instantly are going to go. I mean, it's just instincts. I don't know, but that's just my opinion on the corruption of that organization. But they're probably doing a good job. But Sean mentioned earlier that we had some news, and you probably, if you do know it or not, Sean has some news about. Was it Michael Bay, right?
That's right. We've got, thank God, we've been waiting since, I believe, and I may be wrong, but I am pretty sure since like 2003, we've been waiting for this. Bad Boys 3 and actually Bad Boys 4. So we've got an upcoming 2 sequels. The director has not been confirmed, but this is kind of Michael Bay's baby. So I would have to go ahead and assume that, just like with Transformers, that he's going to keep the helm on these. And this, for me, guys, this is the perfect movie for Michael Bay. Big explosions, gunfights. It's funny. That's for me. That was always the good combination about Bad Boys, was that it was really funny and it had badass action. So I'm really excited to see. And it really has. I mean, it's been like 10 or 12 years, but kind of like Martin Lawrence and Will Smith, they don't ever really look a whole lot older. So I know they're going to be able to pull this off just fine. I'm interested to see where they're going to go with the story as to what has happened to these two detectives. But yeah, I'm excited. So Bad Boys 4, or Bad Boys 3 and Bad Boys 4. Can't wait.
Oh yeah, and now that and you're right, it was 2003, and so we're talking 2003. Martin Lawrence children in the movie were already becoming old enough to date and get up there. So now we're definitely going to be looking at probably Grandpa Martin. I'm sure the daughter is probably married by now in over 10 years since she was dating at 14, 15, 16. She's definitely almost pushing 30 now, the character. Wow, man, it's been that long. So we're definitely going to probably be seeing Grandpa Bad Boys jumping around through some fire. And let's see if we'll finally find that woman that's gonna make Mike Lowry, settle down.
Mike Lowry.
Doubt it.
What are you, a cop or a
big Mike
model?
Lowry? Yeah, exactly. But I'm thinking that that's awesome, man. I can't wait till that comes out. You're right. That's the perfect movie for Michael Bay. Everybody's giving him a lot of grief about his style and what he's done. But it's because of what's happened to the Transformers franchise. Rightfully so, because I mean, you botched the second one. I kind of like the third one. I mean, I might have to rewatch it again, but I like the third one a little bit. But that fourth one, I mean, he's not listening to the fans because it's making so much money. The ends, I guess, justify
they made a lot of money. They broke the $1 billion.
But how much more money? Yeah, like every time, right?
I know that the age of the last one made $1 billion, and I believe the third one made $1 billion. I don't think the first two crossed $1 billion marker, but I think the last two. I know the last. But
either way it goes, the trajectory is going up.
Yes, so, they're making more money. I mean, guys.
So if they're able to make that much money with the bad one, then they could make even more. That sounds like to me like by default, the hardcore fans, which are probably everyone in the world who likes an explosion, are gonna go see the movie regardless. So get a good writer.
Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you this: he always has solid production values, Michael Bay. I mean, that's what he's known for, is making big explosions and big expensive sets. But it's just the direction of the story, in my opinion, that we need to change a little bit. I mean, whatever he does, he's going to do it quality. We're going to get good actors. We're going to get good special effects. That's a given because his production companies are huge. But we just need to figure out where we're trying to go with this series, because it's so weird.
Just think that isn't really like for. I mean, it fits it with his style. It's just that when it comes to like the dialogue and the character development, I think maybe he should hand that half of it off to maybe somebody else.
He's no Martin Scorsese.
Oh, wow, yeah. Imagine that. Transformers brought to you by Martin Scorsese. Maybe the saddest oh, wow. Everybody would die. It wouldn't just be Optimus Prime again. It would be everybody. Oh, man, that would be sad. But yeah, that's big news, and I don't know if there's any dates scheduled. Is it 2017 for the third? For the
I think
fourth
it's 2017 for the third one, and 2019 for the fourth one.
For the fourth.
By then, we may see Avatar 2.
Electric Boogaloo. Yeah, right. I know that's scheduled for 2018 now, unless it gets pushed again.
Did he move it to 18? Avatar?
Is it 17 or 18? Is it 17?
I thought it was 16, and then I guess they moved it to 17, and I guess they bumped it back to 18 now. I mean, come on, James.
I might be wrong about that. I might be thinking about because everything's coming back to back to back, so it might be 16 and then 17 and 18. I
would be willing to bet.
I know for
not come out in 16.
I know. Well, and it's the next Avatar 2, 3, and 4, right?
Yeah.
I remember thinking that. No matter what, no matter how many times they technically have pushed it, technically the way, they always take like 2 or 3 years between every sequel anyway. As long as the fourth one still comes out before the 2019, they would still kind of technically be on track for the last one. But for this long between the first and the second one, it's just ridiculous.
Right.
Nobody.
What was that, 2009?
Yeah. I mean, that first year, I think it was like 2010 or 2010, because I think I was home. I wasn't overseas when I saw it. I think I was here. It's probably 2010. I remember that first year when that first one came out, everybody was dressing up for Halloween. The very next year after that, nobody cared. So I don't know. Maybe he's gonna wow us with something and rejuvenate. But who knows? But he's
Speaking
not
of
the
James
only one
Cameron,
that's been.
speaking of James Cameron,
What's,
the rights for Terminator.
oh yeah, I was just about to transition. That was the rights to. Speaking of James Cameron, let's talk about Terminator is coming back to.
Coming back
I'm
home.
having a senior moment now.
Yeah, coming home.
To James Cameron. That was a good transition. Terminator is owned with is distributed by Paramount and other companies. I can't remember the name of the other companies. It's mainly Paramount. But let me confirm that right now. Yeah, Paramount. And in 2019, the rights will revert back to James Cameron. And that doesn't matter if Paramount is making movies or not. It's not like Marvel and Fox, where it's like they have to be in production of a Marvel movie in a certain amount of time, like Spider-Man and Sony. Otherwise, the rights will revert back to Marvel. No, it doesn't matter if we crank out, if they try to pump and dump about 6 more Terminators between now and it doesn't matter. James Cameron's getting his rights back. And I think it's awesome, but I think unless he decides to lease it back to them or to someone else, I think it's going to sit for a while before he decides to come back to that.
He doesn't want to do another Terminator.
And maybe, I don't know, maybe that's the right thing to do. He might want one of these days after everything else is all done, after he's all avatared out. Maybe it's 2025. Maybe one day he'll say, yeah, everybody, I'm thinking like maybe 2025, he'll sit back and go, I can start Terminator over from scratch and make it a horror again and make it scary. And I you know what? Here's something way off topic. Speaking of Terminator, Big Hero 6. Now follow me.
Have you
seen Big Hero 6?
I saw it, yeah.
You remember the scene where the boy we found out who killed his brother, his older brother.
The guy, I believe
his name.
Yeah, the guy at the convention.
Teacher. That lame plot twist. So he takes out the chip that makes that made what was that robot's name?
The robot pushed like the capsule or whatever and detached its arm because he knew he was going to get stuck into the vortex or whatever.
That's the last scene. The scene I'm talking about was the scene where they find out that the teacher was the bad guy, and he takes out the chip that made the robot nice and made him totally bad, and told him to destroy. Betamax destroy. Told him to destroy the teacher, and he really went for him. He was trying to kill that teacher. There was a scene where the teacher was scurried away, and he was looking in the distance, and he saw Betamax, and he was in the dark. He was surrounded by all shadows. And when the shadow figure turned its head towards the camera where the teacher was at, all you could see was his red eyes. You can see it's kind of a silhouette of him, but all in his red eyes. I don't know why I thought of Terminator when I saw that moment. I was like, could you imagine James Cameron getting it back? They're fighting and fighting and fighting, trying to survive this killing machine, and they're in the dark, and all you see from the distance is a silhouette, and it turns to you, and those red glowing eyes are looking right at you. It sees you, it knows exactly where you are. That's why I want James Cameron to get this movie back, because I'm thinking he would make it awesome. But
it would, but
that's just my 2
I don't know if King James is going to want to step down and go to that level again. We'll see. Maybe we can
do a commercial with LeBron before you get Terminator.
start an online petition for King James to run through the Terminator world again. We'll see.
Exactly.
I would love to see it. Don't get me wrong.
Oh yeah, it would be awesome. But I'm just hoping that maybe one day, maybe he might just give the rights back to one.
Give it to Marvel.
Back to Paramount. Oh, Terminator in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. That would be awesome. And Iron Man versus Terminator. All those what ifs, man.
RoboCop versus Terminator.
We should do. Who owns the rights to RoboCop right now?
I know it was originally Orion, and then I think Orion tanked. I don't know. I'll have to look that up to see who owns the right. And actually, I'm probably one of the few countable people in the world that hopes that they actually do another sequel to RoboCop. But lose the damn hand. That hand was so irritating. Did you see the new reboot?
Yeah.
His hand. Why did they leave his hand? I don't understand it. it just cheeseballed the whole
Well,
suit because you see his hand sticking out of the suit. It's like, come on.
because he didn't lose it in the explosion.
Still, amputate it. Get rid of it. It's gone. The guy lost everything from his toes to his wiener. Lose the other hand. You know what I'm saying? Just lose it.
Exactly. I mean, what's the hell do I need this hand for if I can't, you know, wiener it up? But yeah, I get it. But I don't know why they decided to do that. I mean, yeah, making them all machine would have been interesting. I'm looking up the to see who owns the rights to. It's not telling me. Action, sci-fi. I'm sorry, I'm breaking the fourth wall, guys. I'm trying. You know what? Forget it. Yeah, that would be interesting if James Cameron were to give the rights to the people who own RoboCop, and if they were smart, they would bid for it. That'd be awesome.
I do a RoboCop versus Terminator.
Yeah, I would love to see a RoboCop versus Terminator. I mean, it might be ridiculous. The whole movie might be horrible,
right?
But I would like to see it happen. RoboCop being our only line of defense, like with Skynet taking over the world, they see RoboCop as and I think that was the plot of the game. Like RoboCop, Skynet saw RoboCop as a threat.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, they kind of based off the comic book off the fact that RoboCop was the beginning of Skynet, the software for his brain, and then it kind of
so they wanted Alex Murphy's brain to power Skynet.
I don't remember exactly, but I remember him being linked to Skynet, his software being linked to Skynet. Like he was the first cybernetic organism, and then it kind of evolved into the T800s and the T1000s.
Oh, to make the flesh thing possible. That makes sense. That would be pretty. Yeah, now it makes more sense now. Hey, make that happen, Hollywood. I mean, come on.
RoboCop.
I mean, what else are you gonna do? You got RoboCop has his hand. You got Terminator doing in the box office, so yeah. But I guess in the other world, hey, you know what? There was a big reaction to your last segment on DirectX 12. I don't know if you noticed that it got a little bit of a response. So I don't know if you have any more topics, or if you want to announce if you're gonna bring any more gaming topics to the fold.
Yes, I think we will. I'll get a little list going together, and we will definitely do another topic on the gaming. And I'm glad that people actually watched it. I mean, we like to hear feedback and give us some comments, guys. I mean, it always boosts our spirits and sends us in different directions to hear from you guys. So I'm all for it, absolutely. But I would love to do more gaming segments and go into some news like that. Absolutely.
I'm gonna put "In the Arms of an Angel" in the background of that speech you just gave right there. No. Or the Free Willy themes music. No.
Oh God.
But I had to bring that back. And also I guess what I'm gonna do because I don't really have a topic on everything else for like television, sports, or movies or anything like that. But I am thinking about doing. Well, later tonight I'm gonna do a reaction on the Bros to WrestleMania. I'm thinking about doing an after show. Oh, I do have an announcement, and I'm gonna announce it right now. There will be a after show for an upcoming television show that I'm very excited that's coming back. Heroes Reborn.
Yes.
Sean, did you watch Heroes?
Yes, I did. I did. I loved
it. Here's my proposal. You guys are about to see me propose to a grown man here live on the internet. Would you like to be a part of the panel to do the very first episode of the Talking Through the Media's Heroes Reborn after show? That means after every episode airs, we get on here and we talk about what we just saw. If you're not already, or whatnot, yeah. But I'm thinking about doing an after show on that, and I think it gives us a perfect amount of time to prepare for it. The premiere episode is coming out on the 24th of September, I believe, and from what I've heard so far, people are kind of excited about it, a little nervous, but
now
yeah.
Is it?
So
are there any bringbacks from the cast, or is it just all new?
The man with the I'm bad with the names now because it's been so long since I watched it. I kind of lost. They lost me towards the end. The father with the glasses who worked for the organization.
The agent, yeah.
The agent. He's back. I saw him. I heard a lot of people are coming back, like the doctor, the Indian doctor. I saw him in the trailer.
What about Hayden Panettiere? That's who I care about. The cheerleader. Yeah. She was so hot, man.
I don't think she's. You know what? I don't know if her other show is still on the air. I don't think it is. It would be a big misstep if they didn't get. I know Siler isn't coming back because now he's a movie star, but he does still does a lot of small stuff here and there. So he might visit. Maybe he'll have a scene here or there. Who knows? Hero. Hero's back.
Oh, Hero. Oh yeah.
Yeah, and he looks more serious too. So this is a serious Hero.
He turned into a badass.
Yeah, I know he's
the end of the show.
Yeah, with that sword. Yeah, he's not playing around. But yeah, let's. You know what? After this, let's do a. I've seen the trailer, but there might be new TV spots. Let's do a reaction to the trailer for Heroes Reborn. We'll do that after this, and the other TV spot we're gonna do. So that's 2 TV spots we can do. So that's good. What else in the world of everything else? Everything else we already ran down. So I don't know if you have anything else on the TV topics or movie topics.
Not as of the moment. But there will be more.
There will be more. Stay tuned, guys. After a few hours after this, I will be bringing the Bros to WrestleMania on the road to WrestleMania. I had another guest that I was gonna bring on that segment, but I failed to stay, keep my posts on the Society of the Internets, and I fell asleep, so I blew it, So that's gonna have to wait for next week for his premiere. So I'll be solo once again for the Bros. So it's kind of funny how I call the show the Bros plural to WrestleMania. And it's just me, so. But we'll get that going. The bro, yeah, the brother to WrestleMania, But
that's racist.
Yes, it is. And I'm gonna I'll bring that to you. And then after we're gonna do some more trailer reactions. We're gonna do more reviews. Just like Sean brought up in the beginning, we really know the people that I'm wild that 37 people. We're at 37 now. We started at 0. We're at 37. And I'm liking that people are sticking with us and spreading the word. So if you like what you seek, and you're not already a subscriber, hit that subscribe button. Send us comments and so let us know what you think and give us your criticism. I never ever because I've gotten a few comments on a video or two where people were like, "You're dead wrong," or "You're this," and people trying to tell me how to live my life. I don't mind taking that. I will always engage, but here's a rule: if the back and forth is not a real open discussion, if you're coming to me from a podium or your soapbox of I'm 100% right and I'm just waiting for you to shut up so I can continue telling you how wrong you are, then that's not a real debate. That's just you talking. And I'll indulge once. I'll give you one comment. I won't be rude. I'll actually, I'll take your suggestion. And then when I see that it's just you just yapping, then I'll just end it. I won't even comment anymore. So, but I always read every comment. I take it for what it is. If I feel like it's a real debate, then I'll engage. If I just feel like you're just always, and when it's clearly an opinion, and I'm talking about somebody specifically, then I'm just not going to go there with you. I'll go there once and then I'll leave. But other than if that hadn't scared you off already, send that subscribe button, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button,
click and subscribe,
share with your friends. Let us know what you think. Hit that subscribe, and maybe me, you, and Sean can all get on the next episode, and we can all together, So
yeah, come on down.
What about you, Sean? How do you feel about it?
I would say absolutely. I invite any and all to come down there. If you have an opinion and you want to, whatever, enough texting, come down and get your face on camera. Let's do that. Let's say that. I invite you, sir, and encourage
Let's hang out.
Let's come on down. That's right. Hang out.
Anyone? Yeah, this is the official T3M Open Challenge, and the champs are here.
Seriously, guys, if you want to come in and tune in, and a lot of times you may or may not notice, sometimes we cut the videos and edit them just because me and Chris, it's what me and Chris do. We goof
I have
around
bad gas. You don't have to cover for me anymore. I have the worst gas, and it seeps.
But we tend to run off in tangents, so sometimes we have to edit this for time purposes. But if you guys want to tune in and come into the Google broadcast, feel free. I encourage you to come in and you know, question us, question our authority and whatnot. Come in, give us your opinions. So yeah, come in.
Awesome. That's open there. There you go. Open challenge to all comers, and especially
come
to
on, all movie nerds.
And we'll exactly come on, movie nerds and TV nerds and gaming nerds, all of you. Let's just let's get sweaty all together, you know. So yeah, that would be awesome. Yeah, comment. You can reach me, and I'll put it on the lower third right now. You can reach me on Twitter at the Chris Fagan, or on our Facebook channel T3M, T3 Medias, or have you, and or any of the social networks. We're out there. We're on Instagram. We're on Vine. You know, we can't be missed. So yeah, send me a comment, send me an email, send me a message. I would like to get on. If you have a YouTube account, I would like to get on your on the show and show you two boneheads why you're wrong and I'm right. And then me and Sean will commence beating you know, down with our words.
Trivial knowledge.
We'll I'll probably lose, but it'll be fun. So yeah, you can also reach out to Sean right here on talkingthroughthemedias.com, t3medias.com. And that's all I gotta say. And as I always say, let's keep talking and sign us off. Sean, what do you have to say to the happy, smiling, to the beautiful people out there?
To the beautiful people, absolutely, guys. Please click and subscribe. Leave us some feedback. Give us some ideas. If you want us to look at something, talk about something, whatever, just let us know. To the meantime, keep watching the medias.